Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we are here with the one and only Sable Ward, currently in the public test build of Dead by Daylight, coming soon to the live servers. Today we're gonna be doing our first match as this survivor. Let's go over her perks first. Her first perk is Wicked. This perk starts with 1 token, can go up to a maximum of 5. For each token, you recover from the mangled status effect 20% faster. For each 15 seconds spent in the basement, you gain a token. While affected by the cursed status effect, you heal 10% faster. I'd have to see this one in action, because why would you purposefully go towards the basement? I don't know. I need to see how valuable these perks really are. Next perk we have is Invocation, Weaving Spiders. When in the basement, near the circle, press the ability button 1, typically left mouse button, to begin the invocation. Invocations take 120 seconds. The survivors will see your aura during this and can join an ongoing interaction, increasing the speed by 50% each. If they have an invocation perk equipped, they increase it by 100% instead. Makes sense. Once the invocation is completed, you become injured and gain the broken status effect for the rest of the trial. All the remaining generators gain 15% or 15 charges instantly, not 50%, 15 charges. So is it a temporary 15% and like it can be kicked again and it will go down, or is there 15 charges locked throughout the entire game, like a brand new part, you know? It locks a certain amount and you only have to do like 85 or 90% of the generator in total. We're gonna have to try it. Her third perk is Strength in Shadows. I cannot say that word. When in the basement, this perk activates. Unlock the Strength in Shadows ability, which allows you to heal without a medkit at 60% normal healing speed. Pretty much a better self-care, but in the basement. When you finish a heal in the basement, you see the killer's aura for 10 seconds. Interesting. So I like the character's design, but I'm not too sure if I really like the concept of going into the basement with these perks. The extra perk I'm taking with me is Inner Strength, just to heal myself realistically if things go wrong. And it also just had the word strength in it, same as this Sable perk. Alright, Mount Ormond Resort. So, we are facing the unknown. We got the little hint thingy at the beginning. A lot of our perks... Oh, there he is. All of Sable's perks are orientated towards the basement. And one of the perks is the Invocation. I have done a few games, and I can tell you that that perk, at this current state in the test server, is pretty bad. To further go into it, I will explain it by pretty much showcasing you the actual thing that I'm talking about. So down here, we will have this. Is it like a salt ring? Here you have an invocation circle, right? This would take you 120 seconds, aka 2 minutes. Of course, this will be quicker if you do this with someone, and etc. The only thing you get from 120 seconds of doing the invocation in the basement is 15 charges on a generator. Now, I did go into detail, I checked some things out, and once you do it, it only adds that onto the amount you have done, right? But if the killer has any form of generator regression perk, let's say something in the direction of Scorch Hook Pain Resonance, that 15 charges will be gone in an instant. Pop goes the weasel, all those perks. You're much better off doing generators. And the big thing, the big penalty you end up getting from that perk is the fact that you will be broken for the remainder of the trial. No way of healing yourself, like at all. So yeah, either this perk becomes like insanely good, you get a lot of charges, or it just becomes a perk that will just fade out and no one will use it. And as I've been talking about that, I've been able to do the full-on completion of a singular generator, or maybe even 2 if you add the teamwork setting of it. I'm not going to go to the basement, I'll let them do it while I just work on the generators. But the thing is that I don't even like really notice the big amount that they would like help with the gen. Okay, we'll remove this. Okay, so they did it. We're now gonna go to a gen that barely had any, or it was just 0. This is the amount it gave us. That took them 2 minutes. If you go on a generator on your own for 2 minutes, you will pop a gen. I think you're better off just doing generators. But hey, that is one of the perks at least. We still have 2 other perks. They are also basement orientated. One is pretty much just a self-care, but in the basement, which is okay. Like, it's not a bad thing necessarily. You just have the risk of going to the basement while you're injured to heal up. Imagine it goes wrong. They have you and they put you in the basement. It's a bit like high risk, quite the high risk. And the third perk we have gives you stacks that will help you recover from the Mangled Sadist effect or the Cursed effect, one of them. It might help ever so slightly, but I don't think they will be that useful. Then again, there might be one singular build that gets created at some point, which makes it feasible. But at this point in time, I could genuinely say that Sable's perks are pretty bad. By the way, I don't know how this works yet, but the unknown hits me with his UVX projectile thing, right? But the bar on the circle in the bottom left eventually stops at a random point. When will this continue? What do you have to do for that? Is it a matter of waiting? Feel free to comment, because I actually don't know yet. What we'll try out is we might try to find a token, a totem, which gives us a token to heal up with inner strength, or we go visit the basement, heal ourselves up, and move on with our day. Now, I haven't seen any totems as of yet, so we are actually gonna do this. I want to know how deep you have to go for it to count. Okay, this counts. Okay, we're just gonna heal up. But as I said, if you get hit here, you will just be hooked into the basement. You know, it makes life so much harder. Like, that's why I love inner strength so much. Just find a totem early, just early game, and then you use it when you inevitably go down once, or just get injured due to a chase. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Dispel. Be gone! Be gone, evil creature! Okay, so do you have to be in a stare radius for the effect to remove itself? That might be it. It could be. Yeah, you go do that. We'll see if we can help the other person out that is injured. Oh, there's actually the other gate as well. I feel like before we even reach them, they will go down. Yeah. I'll prep the gate, and we'll just see what happens. And otherwise, we'll run over to the other gate. So I think everyone is safe. We're just gonna wait until Fang gets out, and now we go out as well. What a lovely animation. Let's just test server. That can be forgiven. That's not a big deal. With this new survivor, I think the looks of the character is pretty cool, but I think the genuine invocation, let's actually go to the perk real quick, is really just not worth the 15 charges at all. Healing in the basement has a value, fair enough, but high risk. And the wicked, I haven't really noticed, to be honest, but it might serve a specific purpose in a specific occurrence. But at this point in time, in the test servers, I think the perks Sable delivers are pretty damn bad. I'd love to be proven wrong, but at this point I just don't see it.